Alright, hey, test. Alright, I'm just spectating the game at the moment, waiting for an arena game to pop off. I assume it'll happen relatively quickly. If it doesn't, we'll decide what to do from there. But I'm guessing I'll have a game pretty shortly. Yeah. So yeah, we're just waiting for a game. I've been watching Patrick play a little bit here. Don't super know the other players. But looks like an interesting game thus far. Witches and engineers are always tough on this map. It's fun that Patrick hasn't just been building dwellings this far. He hasn't built up yet and has quite a few points. I'm assuming he opened with some sort of mini dwelling rush thing and then had a real fast round 2. But I don't know because I've only watched part of it. But doesn't matter. We do have a game. Good news. Bloop. Zitkob's good. Alright. Throwing out stream announcements, and then I'll be on the way. I'm struggling with stream announcements. There we go. Oop. All right. All right. We know Zitkob is good. Bonus was in the Elite League, I thought I noticed. So he's presumably, or they are presumably fairly good. They have played a bunch of games and are indeed pretty dang good. And hasn't played a lot, is rated quite highly. Their account was created at the start of this arena season. So almost certainly is somebody's alt. So, presumably that means that we are actually at a quasi-expert table. A little bit annoying, but playing your alt accounts again. Yeah, it's not mine, but it's somebody's. Anyhow, we have big building into dwelling, into trading post, into temple, into town, into trading post. Lots of kind of building up in the end game. Giants do look reasonable in the early track. Scoring favors, we're missing ship scoring. We're missing dwelling scoring. We're missing temp ship, and we're missing worker power. Starting tiles are probably... Somebody will be on 2 workers, somebody will be on spade, but then... Starting tiles are a little gross. Whoever's in second seat here that I'm picking very well is going to want a priest or money. And we have giants. The track does look pretty reasonable for swarm lanes, as unexciting as people find them. Swarm lanes do look okay here. Cults have some spades, quite a bit of money in round 4 if you already have priest production. With giants, there's a bit more cults to be had. Delaying trading post until the end's a little awkward, so trying to build some here and then trying to get a lot of money from this event so you can delay trading post to the end is reasonable. I don't really know what I like here. I do kind of, like, as boring as they are, I'm pretty content to just put in swarm lanes and call it a day. I think that's what I'm gonna do. But yeah, Tom Top Gun is trying to say feel slightly out of his depth against us all, but again, I mean, this is about as clear as you can get to an elite or to an alt account. Created just a week ago at the start of the arena season. In particular, I'm trying to get to their first couple games. Yeah, okay. Their first game was, a victory. It's possible, it's conceivable that somehow they're just a player that played in real life and has popped online, but it's far more likely that they're somebody's alt and that they're pretty good. They have had some rough games, but they also play quite a bit. They're 25 games in, and the season's like 2 weeks old. Yeah, they joined. Wait, no, they joined. Never mind. They joined. They've played 25 games in like 8 days, so they're playing about 3 games a day. So it's quite a lot. But it's all right. We'll see how it goes. We also get witches thrown in. Witches and swarmlings are a little annoying because they compete for colors, but it's not too bad. Witches are probably going to start on big building tiles, so witches are probably going to go stronghold. Giants make center witches not usually work very well. If swarmlings actually start G6, witches don't get the easy town over here either, so I don't love the look of them yet. I'm curious what the last faction is going to be, though. It goes yellow. Okay, so a bit of a weird color wheel. No black, brown, or gray, which are kind of the like classic TM Tour colors. Engineers, Darklings, and Cultists in particular being the strongest. So having none of them in a game is pretty fascinating. Also, it's fascinating because all of these factions might open Stronghold, but only Giants and Swarmlings for sure will. Nomads and Witches don't need to go Stronghold in this game by any means, but they certainly can. I don't know if they will. If I'm Nomads, I probably just start on the Spade, though. I think I agree with the instinct here to just bid Swarmlings from bonus. And in fact, I will just tick Swarmlings quick while I talk further. There's no way Swarmlings are the worst. Giants are probably the worst, even though they're first seed. You assume Nomads are going to be here. Nomads and Swarmlings are probably going to be pretty friendly out here, although Giants could start E3, which would be really annoying. But you still assume Nomads are going to make some pretty good territory through the north. Nomads might even be able to get E6 and G2 in this matchup. Bonus action. Wow, yeah, Zitcob threw the Swarmlings way down. Okay, I'm on Team Nomads here too, I think, then, as second best. I don't think I actually go Stronghold Nomads in this matchup, but you could, but I don't think you need to. I do think Giants start is a bit rough here just because they get a crummy pass tile. I guess maybe the Giants get a Priest to fire. That's not that bad, though. What kind of table do we have? Pretty damn good one. Zitcob is obviously quite good. Bonus is rated in the top 100 at the moment, like a 555. And then Tom Top Gun is clearly what I think an alt account. They've played 25 games in the last week after joining, and they're rated a 400. So, pretty good. Is this Terina Mantix because it's Terra Mystica instead of Agricola? Sure. You don't recognize bonus? I don't recognize them either, to be fair. I'm not, like, familiar with them. But they've played 278 games, and they're 555, so, like, they're good. They've been around a while. Like, nothing weird about it. So yeah, I mean, this is like basically an expert level table. Bonus, Zitcob, and myself are all like 555 plus type players. Like, no real edge there. Yeah, Zitcob's out 615. That's better than I am at the moment, I believe. I've been hovering around 600 in Terra Mystica for a little bit because I've mostly been playing with friendly players that it's hard to gain any rating from. You recognize that crazy dog face now. Gotcha. You think you recognize bonus, but it's been a while since you did Terra Mystica. Yeah. All right. It looks like people agree that Giants are gonna be the worst. Sick Cubs sped up the bidding on the Nomads a bit. I might go back to Swarmlings at this point. I mean, Swarmlings have the 3 pastiles they like the most. They have a track they like. Swarmlings have a landscape. They probably do pretty well in the cults, especially if factions are incentivized to open stronghold rather than temples. I'll knock Swarmlings once or twice more here. How good are witches really depends on some starting locations. And what hexes get taken. Giants, I think, really impact witches more than almost anybody else. Well, Giants impact nomads a bit too if Giants decide to start E3, which I think is mostly nonsense. Giants could also decide, I guess, go to G2, D4 as their start. It's actually not that crazy in this matchup if Giants are planning to take D5 in round 1 and then try to ship their way over here. Starting D7 doesn't actually make that much sense, which makes me a little less excited about Nomads, actually. Zitkub has also rapidly changed Witches. Do I actually take Giants with this point spread? Probably not. Giants are a rough life, always. Even when you go first, it's a rough life. Giants probably start on just the... well, no, again, Giants might get the Priest. Although Swarmlings probably take the Priest, actually. So Swarmlings take the Priest, so Giants are going to get, like, Cult Step or 6 coins. Giants could be fun. They could. I just don't think it's right yet. You're above my Agricola rating now. Got to keep up with you. Yeah, that's fair. I will admit, I've not really been caring much about my elo for a while, so I've not exactly constantly been trying to purely play my best all the time. I've occasionally just gone for fun things or exploratory, which means my rating's possibly slightly lower than it should be in these games. Terra Mystic it's slightly lower because I've been playing in a fairly insular group, so you can't really gain rating when you're playing all experts only. You really gain rating by beating up on noobs, for the most part. If you can actually go on a wild win streak against top players, great. It's just like you can't really maintain that, so... I will bid Nomads one more. I don't like where Giants can start. I'm going to bid Swarmlings once or twice more, Nomads once or twice more, probably bid Witches once or twice more, then take Giants when if I have a bit more of an edge, but... Giants should never get the Priest here, but you think they're good. Your TM's 530, which is way lower than it normally should be, but you've been... yeah, that's what I mean. You've been playing at our tables, right, Chris? And then you've had a couple tricky games. Like, whatever. That's... your rating's not really that weird. Okay, Swarmlings, well, what just happened? Alright, I should really pay more attention, but I'm having fun chatting. I will bid Witches once, but Giants are real close. Zitcom might take it. You take the Giants here? I think that's reasonable, but you gotta beat the noob beaters to gain rating. Yeah, correct. I agree, that's the main way. Okay, Zitcob lowered me. I think I'm back to actually Swarmlings. God, do I love Swarmlings 15 better than Giants? I think I do. I think Swarmlings are just so automatic in what they do. And I still think I'm a little scared of Nomads. Not that scared. Nomads have to be good too. I was gonna say I would go Nomads once or twice more, but Witches just got bid, then Nomads got bid. I'd be close to going for Giants. Bonus might be getting close to Giants. Bonus decides to go back to Nomads. Zitkop redoes Nomads. Anyhow, yeah, the point is I haven't been super caring about rating in games lately. I mean, I'm doing plenty well in both Agricola and Terra Mystic anyhow, to be fair, but yeah. I've not exactly been hyper-focused on trying to, like, keep a high rating. Who put Giants in? It must be Bonus. Zitcob says cool track. The track is mildly cool. Alright, now that everything has been bid down more, now do we jump to Giants? And it feels like the answer might be yes. Let's think one more second. So Giants are going to have a decent network, but Nomads and Witches are certainly competitions. Giants are not going to have that many cults. Giants are going to have decent pastile points, although it's going to be competitive. Giants... See, I don't know. I think Giants have a lot of issues still. Even if the track is okay-ish for Giants,
I think Giants are rough. I'm half tempted to take them. They do have a landscape that gives them 6 points. I gotta remember that. That part's slightly better for them. But Giants are gonna get limited cult rewards, which is fine. It's just like their economy's not great. Giants still have to start on an awkward pass tile. They either start on 6 coins or they start where they just have an automatic worker. And then if they start on 6 coins, they're basically taking a worker power action. If they start on the worker, they're basically trying to take a coins power action. None of that's that fun. I guess Giants can start on Cult Step and then Cult Step Fire in order to get one worker, and they could try to take a Priest, I guess. But then they still have to take a worker to build. Okay, I'm talking myself out of Giants once again. I'm not a fan. I'm gonna go Swarm Lanes once more and let everybody else bid. I've been thinking long enough. Everybody else probably knows that I'm thinking about jumping to Giants, but I'm convinced that it doesn't work. You think it's still at least 5 points off to take Giants? The more I'm talking through it, I agree. I think it's gonna be rough. I think Giants have some play, and we certainly just got closer with everybody going down again. I just bid 22 on Swarms, and now Swarms are down. Do I really think Swarms are 20 better? I might. I might. Do I think Swarms are 10 better than Witches? Apparently. Okay, as it comes out. I'm getting close now. Now I go 1 onto Nomads. God, 15 points on Nomads against Giants? That might not be right. 10 points Witches versus Giants. 10 points Witches versus Giants feels like the mistake. Witches should get a lot of their natural hexes. You would have had 25 Swarms, 30 Nomads, 35 Witches, 40 Giants. Wow, I don't think that's right, but gameplay-wise, Giants are going to be fine, but not fighting for the win points are going to be hard. I agree. The more I kept looking at it in the analysis, right, I did the Giants are going to be some network, but how much? And how are Giants scoring? They're going to hit the track okay, but you got to hope to get past, like, I'm getting a lot closer now because now the point values are looking much more reasonable here. Now I might take the Giants. It's still tough though. I have 16 though on Nomads, 21 on Swarmlings, and 12 on Witches from this position. I get to open Stronghold, I get to build a dwelling or two in the right round. I might even be able to delay Temples as Giants until round 4 if that's really what I want to do. And that might be okay, but you're going to get so few favor points. But then, yeah, you're going to have to hope to hit past, you're going to have to hope to just hit the right things. All right, screw it. Let's try it. We keep talking about it. We've bid everybody else down a lot. It's certainly close to reasonable at this point. It still could be a problem, but I already have, what, 6 more points than Chris Ho was going to have, like, across the board. So, you know, that's something. I do think I'm always starting D4. Although, who's actually my neighbor at D4? Interesting question. What is D4 actually getting me here? It's not clear I have a neighbor on D4. That's actually kind of hilarious. I think I am just D4 G2 most of the time here, though. Yeah, I think I'm D4 G2, but that means my stronghold's on G2. I didn't think about this. That's actually really annoying. I don't love that my stronghold's gonna be on G2, but I guess that's what's happening. Yeah, that's actually kind of gross. I might have your auction weakness strikes again. Yeah, I really don't. I might start G2, although starting G2 might scare Nomads off of F3, although I guess that's good for me. Okay, yeah, I think I'm always G2 Giants in this matchup. Nomads are maybe overbid. They're also going to struggle for points. I don't think Nomads should go for Stronghold. Because there's a fight between Giants and Nomads for pastels, you don't like either of them? Oh, I don't think that's a great. I do think there's a reason to undercount both of them, but I don't think I agree fully with your analysis, but that's fine. Okay. We do get most of the starting spots I expected, except Nomads go B3 rather than D3. I think that's Nomads mostly trying to see if I'm going to start E3 or not. And I really don't want to start E3 because Nomads slamming down D3 is just obnoxious. So I'm probably still just starting D4. D4 allows me to expand. Wow, witches are going to start C3 though.
That mildly makes me want to start d6. Wait, no, d6 is a non-starter. I can't start d6 because um, if I try to start d6, oh wow, Swarmlings are going to be on d5. I also did not expect that. I can build Stronghold on d4 then, actually. I might lose e7 to Witches though, which is a little annoying, but I guess I can take c3 from Witches then maybe. This is messy. Wow, yeah, I really thought I was going to get d5. I did not expect sitcom to do this instead of g3. Wow, so Witches are actually going to get this, are going to get all of this. I could just start d7 and give up this? No, because that's also giving up this. I think I have to still start here, and I gotta hope I can get through the center. That Witches don't want to fight e7, but I have no idea what type of player this guy is. Okay, yeah, this is already, I think, worse than it could be, too. Witches are a little annoying. There's no temp shipping, so I can blitz open Stronghold and then build a dwelling. But yeah, Nomads do take big building tile. Okay, Witches have the spade because reasons. Swarmling slammed the priest, which was expected. So here's the question. Do I want just a guaranteed worker, or otherwise... See, the upshot of worker is that it allows me to blitz e7 faster, but I have to assume I'm losing e7, right? I think that's just gotta be what I accept here. I'm not getting e7. I'm gonna have to take a worker's power action. I should be getting c3, though. So... if that's all the case, I do just take 6 coins. I could take Cult Step coin. Cult Step coin, I guess, still does let me take 1 step on fire for a worker, an extra worker into round 2. It does make me have a slower round, though, is the downside. But I guess I want a slower round because, well, passing on to the coins past tile is good. This is not very good. Passing on to a priest or the big building tile would be good, though. So... Nomads are also going to have Sandstorm. How annoying is that? I don't really care, but Nomads having Sandstorm actually might means they take B5. I'm never getting A9 either. Ugh, what a mess. What an absolute mess. I am going to go Stronghold D4 still, just because it's much more likely to be part of a town. This will just be some free leech for a while. Swarmlings are not upgrading next to me because, of course not. They're just going to be annoying on D5. You like the Cult Step? I think so, too. You thought punny repetition doesn't work as well on a delay on streams. Oh, yeah, sorry. Wasn't E3 start ever in my book? No. I think E3 Giants are like a trap almost always. E3 Giants, like, I could have gone E3 and G2, but if I don't start G2, Nomads can beat me to G2, and then E3 is what? Like, maybe I take F4, but, like, it's, what does E3 get you besides this one hex? It gets you nowhere. And getting nowhere is not usually part of my dream. Getting no leech is not part of my dream either, for the record, but I guess I should have taken worker's power action there. Awkward, maybe. I can just convert, though. Like, I'm pretty happy converting if Witches doesn't take E7 here for some reason. Yeah, I'm actually totally content just to convert directly. Just convert 3 power to a worker. It's a little sad, but I'll do it in a heartbeat, I think. Yeah, I can live with that. Zikub takes another priest. That's fine. Good for Swarmlings. Have fun. I am going to get a lot of leech from Swarmlings in a second. So yeah, I'm actually going to get tons of leech in this opening. Because Swarmlings are going to... It doesn't look like Swarmlings are... It looks like Swarmlings are opening Stronghold Temple. I don't think Swarmlings are building dwellings this round. I do have to be worried Swarmlings would take C3 on me. I didn't consider that. God, Swarmlings could take C3 on me. Actually, Swarmlings really want C3, right? Oh my god, I didn't pay attention to this either. What the hell is Zitcob doing on D5 after Witches are on C4? Where the hell is this going? If I take C3 right now, Swarmlings goes nowhere. Wow, okay, and Nomads takes Single Dig. Nomads takes Single Dig after starting on Big Building. I cannot stress enough how little I like that. I think it's an absolute ludicrous plan to take Single Dig after you're on the Big Building tile and you passed up a free spade. Like,
crazy, but I think I basically have to take C3 here. I don't like, as much as I'd like to delay to take this extra worker, I think it's a big mistake. I think I just slammed C3 here because Swarmlene... Well, wait, Swarmlene can't single dig. Wait, Swarmlene can't single dig anymore. No. So now I can take workers because nobody can take C3 on me unless it comes willing to hard dig, and that seems suicidal because he's single dig and build is 5 workers. Okay, he could single dig and build. Okay, I'm gonna do this. I think I get away with this, but if I get punished, I guess I'm taking a bridge, but anyhow, you agree with the not single digging with Nomad starting Stronghold, but Zevok said it's one of his favorite openings. Wow, okay. If Tom doesn't take E7, I snap, convert, and celebrate. Yeah, I agree. That's fascinating. You're just reconsidering. I agree. So wait, Zevok loves to open Stronghold with single dig. See, that's wild to me. It seems ludicrous to me. Like, yeah, you open Stronghold and a ton of dwellings, but you really got to make sure that you have coins after that. But you start Stronghold 4 dwellings and you block spades. I don't think blocking spades works in this matchup, though, right? Because I'm giants, so, like, who cares that you're blocking... I don't know that blocking spades achieves anything, right? But, hey, Zevok's very good, so whatever. If he wanted C3, he would have taken it because I have nowhere else to dig. Yeah, I would have had to go across the river. It's fine. Also, I wouldn't have had nowhere else to go, right, Hades? Like, I would have been able to take E6. The only reason that E6 was covered is because Nomads decided to single dig it. Like, but yeah, Nomads do go open Stronghold. Like, this seems wild to me because Nomads have no coins. But I guess Nomads are going to get coins. Nomads are getting enough leech in this matchup. This center is a mess. This Swarmlings thing is completely cut off. It's mostly annoying to me. I'm really unconvinced that this D5 is at all a good open spot for Zitcob, but whatever. He's going to feed me a million leech, so I can't be too sad. Sitting on D5 for some free power, never upgrade it to Triple Town in the West works fine. He's not going to never upgrade it, though, right? Where else does... Like, he's not building... Well, I guess he gets double dig? Okay, he's going to get double... Well, where's he double digging now? Alright, whatever. I don't know what's happening. Other people think it's fine. Seems cool. I definitely called Step Fire for an extra worker. That does mean Nomads are going to get to pass on to the coins, which is a little gross. But I guess I get to pass on to big building if this works out. So that seems pretty good, actually. Yeah, that is pretty good. Alright. I accept. And Swarmleech just double dig there. Okay, I see it. And then, yeah, he is never going to upgrade D5, and he's going to build a mega town in the far west. Okay, I see. Alright, I understand. I've caught up. Spade's also going to be open, so... Oh, but coins get taken here by witches then. Yeah, see, I like Nomad's position a lot less. I guess Nomads are going to hope to get the coins power action, but... Yikes. I get the coins power action next round? Maybe. Well, I need the priest. I need the priest power action next round. Or I could bridge. I could bridge right now. Well, no, I can't bridge to I6. Because witches have dumb flights. I could bridge to B3 right now, but I think we save the bridge actions for later. Yeah, I'm going to need a priest power action next round to advance ship. But getting the big building tile is pretty welcome. Gives me a lot of workers. I have decent coins, although after advancing ship, it's going to be rough. We're gonna definitely need a coin power action pretty soon too, but I think things are okay, is where I would put them. This is an awesome start. I think awesome is a stretch. Awesome would be if I had D5, because I can't... Like, I'm floating D6 and D7 for a while here, and that's what's scary. 7 worker and 8 coins going to round 2. That part sounds great, sure. And the priest gets taken first action by the witches. God damn it. That part sucks. Witches taking priest is pretty annoying here. I guess I just bridge to B3 and I build 2 dwellings this round, but that's annoying. See, awesome start. I think it's a bad start. I do get to build a temple. Well, I guess I could take. Yeah, I have nowhere. I have to bridge because I can't reach anywhere. See, if I could reach any hex here, I could also maybe I am taking a coin town this round. Wait a sec. Oh, you can backseat all you want. So the play here is I take a bridge. I go dwelling trading post, and then take a coin town and build a temple for. I can't even get coins power actually because nomads have it. You just town this round for ship town. Ship town's an interesting one. I do have to bridge. I think I agree with. I do think. How does Temple to Earth 1 look? I think it looks bad. The more I think about it, I think it's bad. I do think Chris Ho might be right, actually. Shiptown does. Shiptown might be the answer, and then I can build one more dwelling. I do agree that towning this round is pretty much the play, though. Witches advancing on shipping is mildly baffling to me. I disagree with this game plan fairly fundamentally. If you open Stronghold Witches, you don't want to have to advance ship. What are you advancing ship in order to do? You built a stronghold so you don't have to, that you can fly around. What are we shipping to? Like, I don't agree. I actually don't know why witches wanted that priest so bad. Like, witches to me are flying to E9. They should be caring about B5 because they should have maybe double dug. Although I don't know if they had the power to do that. But like, nomads are threatening at any second to take B5 with a stronghold. I'm actually kind of surprised they haven't. What did nomads do? Nomads went for a trading house. Nomads are going for Temple Earth 1. All right, witches do fly to I6, so that's what was this ship advance from witches? What is this? They're gonna dig and build C5 and then later go to A10 and E9, even though they could just fly to those places. Like I think this. I think there's nonsense going on, but that's whatever. It's not my prerogative. Nomads are gonna feed Swarmling's power because why not? I mean, there's a very obvious answer why not. They also take a red hex away, which fine, but my god, some of what's going on in this game. Zitcob gets double dig here, and or can just go. Yeah, it does take double dig. So Zitcob's gonna get 2 key town. Yeah, Zitcob's getting 2 key town this round, so that's gross. Zitcob did go water 1. Okay. Witches dig and build H4 of all things? What is this ship advance? Nomads do take Earth 1. Okay. Oh, and Nomads took this hex with their spade. Never mind, that's fine. And then Nomads probably are going to take. Well, they're probably. How are Nomads towning? That's a fascinating question. Whatever, that's their problem. I could take 2 key town, but it looks bad. Ship town does look pretty good, so I'm pretty sure I'm just ship towning. Shift town solves a lot of my issues. I really would like to get D6, D7 pretty soon. Yeah. Bridge to B1. Yeah, I agree. It looks like nomads are probably going to bridge to B1 at some point. The bridges are super contested. I'm actually pretty happy I'm out of the bridge fight. Witches clearly want a bridge. Nomads want bridges. Swarmlings want bridges. Like, there's so much bridge pressure. Swarmlings have incredible cults. Nomads have a temple now, but yeah, there's very little priest production in this game. Swarmlings are going to make a killing off of some of this coming up. definitely going to have a smooth game. I mean, we forced them to pay a lot for their position, so that's the upshot. But yeah, Witches passed first, which is a bad news for me because they're probably taking the coin's power action next round. So that's obnoxious. Nomads don't go for b5, they go for e6. That's kind of fascinating to me. Although I guess I was threatening to stomp that hex at some point. Yeah, my lack of coins mean as much as I'd like to get to d6 next round, I don't think I can. Witches did pass onto ship scoring, which ever so mildly makes their ship advance make slightly more sense. Oh, also, I don't have to build I5 this round. Wait a sec. Well, God, it's 2 extra points and an extra worker, but God, the 6 coin pass tile is significantly better for me than what's about to happen. Because the small issue is nomads are going to pass in a sec onto 6 coins, like 100% of the time. And then I'm going to pass onto a worker 2 coins and hardly any points. And then Swarmlings are going to get big building tile right when they want it. That's all disgusting. I mean, nomads have to pass, and I don't want the spade. So there's a mild argument that I shouldn't build this dwelling, and I should build it next round so I can just pass onto 6 coins here. But nah, I'll just pass for a worker and 2 coins. Maybe I build a trading post anyhow because it's points. The awkward part is where do I build a trading post? Like, I just build one down here. I can't reach d6 or d7 next round. Clearly my other town is over here. I guess maybe there's a town down here and I mess with Swarmlings. Nomads did exactly what I expected them to do, so no surprises. They did what they were supposed to. I will admit I'm at a lot of points, but the bad news is I'm not convinced that I keep up points or economy here. This is another Zevok thing. He says never ever skip building a dwelling around. I chose not to, right? I was like, oh, maybe I'll but no, I agree. I convinced myself that was just outsmarting myself. So, all right, witches do prioritize b5, so I do get a coin's power action. So that part's cool. Although, am I actually? I might be able to get a9, a8, a9, but I'm never getting a10, I guess. I really am struggling a little bit to figure out where to expand to. Like, I could take a priest here so I could advance ship. No, but that doesn't make sense without the coins. I gotta take coins. I'm giants. Power has to be for coins. I have great resources, but I can't access hexes that I want to really do anything with. We could just build along the bottom of the map. Yeah, I guess that's what we're gonna do, right? I guess I'm gonna just do that. But I mean, Zitkov's gonna like beat me to that kind of. Like, I don't know. Yeah, I don't think that works because I think Zitkov takes I2 really soon, right? Like Zitkov's just gonna dig I2 with his cult spade. Losing the entire east? I don't know that we're losing the entire east, Patrick, because who's taking it from me? But yeah, Nomads took a9 in the north. I mean, Nomads have been way more aggressive against me than I expected them to be, which is a little bit annoying. Although not that much more aggressive against me, actually. They really haven't done anything weird. It's Swarmlane starting on d5 that I didn't expect. I did not foresee Zitkov being able to do this. And it makes Giants even worse than I thought they were. This is just really obnoxious. You like building 3 TPs here and then all the temples. It's kind of cool. Where do I build trading posts? Just random spots? Like, I agree I can do it. I'm just not setting up for a town, really. I mean, I guess that works. I do agree I should just be building trading posts. I'm on the freaking trading post tile, the trading post round. I can build them. I make a bunch of coins. I actually have okay workers. It just feels weird. I guess I can set up a sanctuary town down here. Is that really what I'm doing? Feels so weird. I5H3. H3. Oh, I don't have to take H4 this round. H3 is nice. Okay. All right. I see it now. You're on to something. I'm in. I'm in. That actually works. The trading posts are useful then. Good call. Good spot. H3 is pretty crazy here actually, yeah. Swarmlings won't beat me to I4. So I can just take I4 next round. Okay. Yeah, that's pretty cool. And then I might even take Earth 1 in round 4, actually. Going like Earth 1, Air 1 in round 4 looks pretty solid. Although I need to build a sanctuary. Swarmlings ain't built yet. I think I should just take H3 though, right? Swarmlings are definitely building a dwelling this round. Maybe not. No, probably. Although they might delay if they know what I'm doing. I really need them as a neighbor, so revealing to them that I need them as a neighbor is not really in my interest. I'll build one more trading post first. Did anyone else lose this stream there, or just you? Oh, am I having stream problems? Oh, wow, yeah, okay, over the last... Well, wait, no, that's long ago. I did drop a couple frames, like, 40 minutes ago, but... Huh, okay, Civ also is having lag, weird. Well, sorry to hear that. My stream says it's okay. But it could be a Twitch end. Twitch sometimes has issues. Alright, luckily Zitcub did build for us, so thanks, buddy. I wasn't 100% sure that's what Swarmlings were going to do. Swarmlings had time to not be building H2, so slam over to H3 now, though. It's lagging for you, too? Weird. Not that, whatever, I'm not sure it's that weird, but... Okay, anyhow, this is looking pretty solid for us, at least. We do have a pretty big points edge. We're passing for more points. I still, long-term, I'm not totally convinced we're making enough points compared to what some of our opponents are going to be doing, but... I do like the fact, actually, that we're going to be taking H3 and I4. It makes Swarmling's life just a little harder to make their mega town. You wanted to hear what I had to say, but you lost the stream. You too. Dang. Twitch has been struggling a lot the last couple days. Gotcha. Okay. I'm assuming it's Twitch's end then, because, yeah, I don't have tons of issues. Well, they're like my stream on my end says it's fine. So, but hopefully you can all come back. We are going to end round 3 with 4 trading posts on the board, so, like, it's pretty cool. Is it winning? Hell if I know. But it is pretty fun. Really would like to find time to advance ship and actually make it over to D6, though. Losing D6 would be a bummer at this point. Zitcub does go Sanctuary now. I'm assuming it's Air 1, and it is. It's fine. Nomads have okay stuff going. Can I outlast Swarmlings here? Outlasting Swarmlings here would be hilarious. I don't... Well, actually, how many actions do Swarmlings have left? Not many. How many actions do I have left? Not many. Swarmlings have 1 action left, though, which is that. I have 1 action left as a trading post. Am I getting big building tile here? Big building tile would be pretty amazing, actually, because then I could go Temple Sanctuary next round. And that would be real nice. Oh, wait, I'm going before Swarmlings. No, damn it, this works out bad. Swarmlings get what they want. I mean, 5 coins and a cult step is good for me, actually, though. I need the coins, but yeah, that big building tile would have been nice. But it's not to be. It doesn't look like it's to be a thing. Also, I'm like overproducing power here. That's kind of awkward. I shouldn't have accepted the 2 for 3 this round because I can't. I'm overproducing power. But oh well, you're back. Nice, I did the H3. Yeah. Once you said it, I agree. It made tons of sense actually. This is quite good. I can just slam the Sanctuary town down in here, right? Like this is quite good, and it interrupts Swarmlings a bit. I should still be able to throw Dwellings down over here. I don't usually try to 3-town giants anyhow, because I think it's mostly hard to do. I will say I'm a little worker short after doing this. That's the only thing. I don't know that I actually get to go 2 temples next round, because workers are an issue. And I really think I probably want a sanctuary at some point with big building tile. Big building tile is going to be open, so my next round might be dig and build, temple, well, temple for Earth 1, dig and build, pass on to big building tile, go sanctuary air 1, and make a town in round 5 with the big building tile. That might be the plan. I could take ship scoring here, but the power is wasted, and I really could, well, do I really need more coins? I have great coin production. I really do need the 2 workers, but I can't get it. I could take this priest, but I mean, my cults are just jank. It's not how I'm doing anything. Although it does allow me to ship advance and then build more dwellings next round. Nah. I'm just going to take the coins. I'm going to stay principled. These coins are going to be useful. I could take a worker power action. Free worker to the right. Yeah. Okay, big building tile being open is definitely a thing I have to think about this round, though. It's a little messy. Coins get taken. That was expected. That's fine. There's worlds where we worker power and priest if the fast pass doesn't work. Yeah. Yeah. I think I'm supposed to just temple for Earth 1 here. I think I am supposed to have a fast round. I think I'm supposed to just go temple Earth 1, build the dwelling, and pass. Do I even want another temple this game is kind of like the factor. Maybe I do. See, like another temple this round for Air 1 is pretty good, but then what am I sanctuarying for? A copy of Water 1 if it exists? Which it might, but... Ugh. I don't know if that investment is correct. Because 2 workers are so valuable to me, and this is then points that I need. Okay, yeah, I think this is the correct round to go fast in. Also, I might lose Earth 1 if I don't take it right now. Why do we need Sanctuary? Can't we go I3 and I4? Or I4 and G1? We can, I guess. You're right. We don't have to Sanctuary. Sanctuary gives us better chance of making a 3rd town late somewhere, though. But I guess I don't know if I should. I just said that I didn't care about it, and now I'm acting like I do care about it. Do I want a 2-for-1? I think I don't. I don't think I actually want to pay for this power. Water 1 gets taken by Nomads, so they have Earth 1, Water 1. That's fine. I'm probably getting cut off of Water 1 right now, but I built all my trading posts without Water 1, yeah. So I got Water 1 cut off. Ooh. Swarm Leads also took Earth 1. Okay, I missed that. Alright, so there's 2 copies of Air 1 left. I could take a copy of Air 1, but I think I like going fast this round. I'm gonna just... Yeah, I'm gonna not go for Air 1 right at the moment. You take priest action, secure the Eastern Reds. I don't think that's needed. Temple for Air 1, so many points. Yeah, the thing is, I think I've talked myself into going for Temple for Air 1, but I think what I'm gonna do is I think I am just gonna fast pass, and I think I am gonna Sanctuary for Fire 2 and dream about this stuff. Maybe not though. I don't know. See, I can just convert power to a... I can pretty happily convert 3 power to a worker. Witches are signifying they could pass. Yeah, witches could pass for the big building tile at this point. Swarmlings also could, huh? Yeah, Swarmlings also could. So if I wanted, I have to take it now, probably. If I stay in the round, I can Temple for Air 1, which is... God, it is a lot of points. If I let everybody else pass, I'm just building more economy, trying to do more other stuff, which, like, maybe works. Passing also just gets me workers and gets me a coins power action, which I like. I think I do just pass. I think I do just Sanctuary. I think I skip building any more temples this game. I think I just go Air 1, and I think I just focus on building the rest of this crap. I'll end the game with 3 temples on my board, ideally. That's assuming I find a lot of room for all this stuff, which isn't even a guarantee. I think I'm okay with that. I am going to convert 3 power to a worker and 3 power to coins. Oh, wait, no, I don't have to do that. Reset. Okay, I'm earning 8 power. I'm going to have 4, 5, 6, 7. I'm going to build that. Probably just make my temple, try to advance ship, build 2-ish more. Okay, that should be fine. Yeah, I don't need to convert for a worker. I should just convert into coins. I'm going to need lots of coins. So many coins. Yeah. Alright. Remember, landscape needs temple? Oh. Thank you. I did forget that. If we stay and we get the worker action in Air 1 instead of the big building tile, you think they're comparable? It might be. The thing is, I get a coins power action that others don't, and I deny this source of points to others. Namely, I'm blocking it from Swarmlings who are about to pass. I mean, Swarmlings are going to get the ship scoring now, so, like, is it really denying them much? I don't honestly know. But I also don't think I'm that excited about building another temple this game, to be honest. I mean, I don't have to build a sanctuary either, I guess, but... And building a temple does free up more trading posts. I mean, I'm only building 1 trading post in the final round, which is going to be a little bit of an issue, because all my opponents are going to do a lot better. My opponents are also getting a lot of towns in the town round that I'm not. Nomads are trying to get 3 towns still this game, like... I'm not well set for the town round. Swarmlings are going to get a town next round. I get a town. Witches get 2 towns. But I'm also up 30 points still. I mean, my cults suck. My cult points are bad. My network points are going to be dubious. Like, am I actually beating nomads? No. Am I beating witches? Maybe. So, I don't know. You like staying in the round and getting the air 1 and worker power action, maybe priest power action. Yeah, maybe. So the downside of those lines, guys, is I have way less workers, though, right? That's the other thing. I've passed onto a tile that gives me 2 more workers, which is also, like, a lot of economy for us. If we build another temple, I'm making less coins and less power. I am making another priest. Now, the priest is nice, but I'm making less coins, less power. I'm not getting the 2 workers that I got this way. I'm not getting the coins power action. Let's go with I'm unconvinced on the Air 1 line still, but maybe it was better. It's certainly possible that it was. Nomad's game is starting to come together. I gotta say, this opening stronghold with single dig sure is working when they can generate enough coins on the pass and other sources. It is looking reasonable for them. I don't know that they're winning. I don't know who is winning, to be fair. I have a points lead, but how good is a points lead when people are going to rapidly get points for everything they're doing? Meh. I also don't have great endgame points, so like I really need to get to like 130 points in order to have a shot this game. Now, am I gonna get to 130 points? Maybe. All right. I have 2 spots I can dig still, so I don't care. I do have to dig and put the landscape down this round, is a thing I heard, but that's okay. Assuming D6 doesn't get taken this round, I should be fine. I don't think anybody's taking D6 on me, so I think I'm okay having a long round and achieving all my dreams. Yeah. And I have tons of coins, which is beautiful. I have expensive tastes. Expensive desires this round. Alright, so how many points am I getting is a fun question. I'm getting, ideally, 3, 9, 14, 22, landscape is like 28, passing is like 36 points this round or something. I don't think I accept these leeches anymore. Don't have a good reason for them. One cult town is down, so I'm probably not getting a cult town, actually. Yeah, I'm probably not getting a cult town, which means my cults are going to suck. But I'll take a priest town. Priests on cults are probably 2 points. Bridge gets taken. That was expected. There's plenty of bridge pressure. Nomads also have their bridge up here. Nomads are going to build a dwelling, and they're going to sanctuary for fire 2, and they're going to trade it. Ooh, yeah, nomads are triple towning this round. Kudos to them. It's very cool. I am building this landscape before I forget about it, or I'm just advancing ship to take D6 before anything weird happens. Yeah, actually, I think I can afford to just ship and try to get D6 before anything weird happens. Oh, also, by the way, I haven't been thinking about connection. I'm not connected, everybody. Nobody warned me of this. I didn't think about it until just now because I'm an idiot. But Swarmlane starting on D5 is also annoying here. I do need C4 or E8 to connect. Yeah. I said C4. I need E4 or E8, yeah. I do need one of those. I need one of those this game. I probably can get one of those in the final round, but yikes. You noticed a lot more higher ELO tables. This makes you glad. Yeah, that part's fun. This table. I mean, this table's definitely playing high level Terra Mystica here, which is good fun. So, witches are getting their other town. Witches are probably taking another cult town. It seems very likely. Yeah, witches get both cult towns. Good on them. Getting both cult towns is pretty big here. That was well done. Yeah, so my cults are going to be real bad, which was pretty much known, but yikes. I'm hoping to find the dredges of cult points. Hey, Chris Ho, thanks so much. I really appreciate that, buddy. I'm glad that you're able to be here and chat for this one. I'm also hoping that you're actually making it to WBC. I think you are, but it'll be fun to actually get to play a game in real life. All right, I'm building D6 before it gets gone. You are making it, sweet. Is the schedule out yet? No, of course. I say of course not. I mean, obviously there's a decent bit of us that are frustrated with the current administration, but we're working on that. There's a lot of there's a lot of pressure on the everybody. So the schedule should be coming out within a week or two, from my understanding, but I don't know. You can't do the whole thing. We're coming for some of it. Yeah. Hey, look. I mean, that's totally understandable. It's a huge commitment to come to all of it, and yeah, being there for a few days and hanging out and playing games will be good fun regardless. So, anyhow, my points lead has evaporated. Witches are tied with me. You'll notice, and witches are passing for 6 points. Witches are probably beating me on network. Witches take E10 with a double dig. So witches have designs of a third town, but they're doing it. Witches are going to go E10, E11, and F6 for their town rather than just going through all of this. I don't know that I agree with that game plan, but I don't have to. Here goes another copy of Fire 2. And here comes 2 towns. Could be both priest towns, which would be annoying, actually. I guess then I try to... Yeah, I'm not set up... I didn't set up my town. Prioritizing these other things is a little rough, because, yeah, it could mean that I'm missing stuff. Nomads are taking ship towns. That's a little worrisome, because they could be taking E8. And they take a coin town. Nomads taking coin town, ship town, I don't know that I agree with. They're building a lot of economy, which is fair, but... Well, and I guess they need the coin town because they're building tons of trading posts next round, but... Yikes. I would, as usual, prefer slightly higher VP towns if I were them, but I'm not in charge. There's really no point in me rushing towns anymore. I'm going to get one of the higher VP ones, which is what I want. I'm just going to keep building some dwellings. I might be making witches happy, but if I am, so be it. Yeah, the pastile situation is also a little weird. I've not really paid attention to it because I kind of am locked into what I'm doing. I don't really have the ability to pass out early here. Did Zitcob make another town this round yet? No, Zitcob is one dwelling away from it. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Wait, Zitcob's at 14? Oh, Zitcob hasn't played the landscape yet. Duh. Okay, so as soon as Zitcob throws the landscape down with his dig, he'll get a town. Witches do hard dig E11, making their game plan clear. I think now is the time. Is taking I3 away from Zitcob making his life a little bit harder? I think the answer is yes. Taking I3 makes Zitcob's life just that little bit harder if I throw the landscape here. It's just a little bit harder for Zitcob to carve out space. Not really impacting him, but I also don't think he wants the leech. So if I'm choosing between G1 I3, I think this is the ever so slightly better play. You wonder if I'm supposed to connect with the landscape this turn and Sanctuary for Fire 2 and dig E8 now, because it gives you a chance, I think, at third town and Fire Cult. Yeah, I thought about third town, but I think third town's wrong. I usually think third town is wrong for Giants, though, admittedly. You won't exactly see me doing tons of 3 Giants games anymore, or 3 town Giants, because I think it usually requires more energy than it's worth. But it's definitely possible I was supposed to, but whatever. Zitcob takes a priest town. That made sense. That's what I want, but Nomads might take a priest town here. Nomads are going to build a trading post and make a town. Witches do their flight. Witches are still in the round. So one of the spicy things are the pastiles are going to resolve really soon. And I would like to be ready for that. Although I'm right behind Nomads, which is kind of an issue because Nomads are also ready for pastiles. So I might be getting pastile blocked. But Priest is going to give me an extra action. I have the action to build a dwelling still. Wow, Nomads takes a worker town. I don't like Nomads taking a worker town, a coin town, and a ship town. I don't exactly know what they're building to, but that feels like taking that many resource towns late means that you really got to be confident that you have a game plan to make points. You got to be real sure you're making points with that type of play. You think he's going E8 and D4 here? I mean, I agree that that's almost certainly what he's doing, which I guess is fair. It's a lot of extra economy, and maybe he needs all that economy. Yeah, maybe he needed it all, but ugh, it's a bit painful. Also, he's gonna have to choose if he actually wants to do that or pass for scoring tile. Although Zitcob's... Well, no, Zitcob is going to pass if this is open, right? Even though Zitcob's on the ship tile? I don't know what's happening here, but... E8, G4? Yeah, it's fine. Giants been so long since we've been them? Yeah, probably. If you're Nomads, you stay in, and you Sandblast G5. Oh, Nomads could 4 town. Maybe. Oh yeah, with landscape they could. It appears Nomads are staying in. Yeah, and Swarmlead's also stayed in. Yeah, Swarmlead's advanced ship. Well, I don't think I'm supposed to stay in. Like, one more dwelling And a priest to a cult is cute, but 8 points is a thing I cannot easily make. I will slam 8 points. Plus it denies it to one of my opponents. I mean, my opponents might play nice. I guess the Nomads might outlast the Swarmlings. Actually, that's very likely. Yeah. So is it ever right that I'm supposed to build a dwelling here? If I build a dwelling here, Swarmlings decide to pass, I'm okay. But if Swarmlings decide to pass and Nomads decide to pass, then my dwelling is sad. But if Nomads already declined passing, it seems improbable that they're going to decline again. I think I get to greed this dwelling. Do I need to greed this dwelling is a fair question. Nomads need spots to put their cult digs. Oh, that's a fascinating point too. Oh, and they haven't sandblasted? Wow, okay, yeah, Nomads are not. I don't think Nomads are passing either. Okay. I don't think Nomads are. Also, Nomads don't have incentive to pass, right? Because Nomads are going to get a pass tile as long as they have the longest round. Wait a sec. Yeah, Nomads also don't have an incentive to block. Okay. Nomads would just be blocking. Okay, yeah, never mind. Nomads are getting a pass tile. They're not blocking them. Nomad's decision is if they want to stop somebody else from getting a pass tile, but they're always getting a points pass tile. So yeah, Nomads don't have incentive here. So I should greed this extra worker, which I'm doing. And you're right. Nomads are getting cult digs here, and they still have a sand blast. Nomads are almost certainly gonna go like E8, G4, and then start carving out space, and possibly doing a fourth town. I am passing for 11 points. So I'm ending this round at 117, which certainly is good news for Team Giants. The slight issue is I don't make that many points next round. Also, Swarmlings decided to block my network aspirations, which I didn't consider. But that probably buys Swarmlings network points, so that probably is a good move. I might get blocked out of network. Yeah, well done. You called that. I did not think about that. Because, yeah, then Nomads take E8 here. Yep. Okay, well, yeah, network, huh? Cool. Well, whoopsies. Whoopsies. So this is why you don't always start G2 Giants, everybody. Although, yeah, I did not expect... Yeah, I didn't foresee all this. So look at that. Look at what I've done. All right, well, clearly I'm passing. And I'm at full power. That seems fine. Whoopsie, everybody. The good news is we're gonna end the game at like 140 points. The bad news is we're scoring basically nothing in post game, so we probably still lose. But we're doing the direct points thing real well because I can advance ship and I can probably advance dig. But yeah. Also, it's not good that Swarmlings and Nomads are getting the other pass tiles here. I think I fairly safely beat Witches still. Witches are going to eke out like a third town, but like whatever. I do use my power for a priest almost certainly. There's definitely a lot of cults where sending a priest is going to buy me a couple points. I also want a priest to be able to advance dig and advance ship. If I advance dig, is there some world where I connect still? Probably not, because I don't have enough workers. Let's think about this. How much do I need to beat Swarmlings also? Swarmlings are going to have a network of 9 structures, maybe 10. So... yeah, that's still very annoying. The only way to connect at this point is through these 3 hexes, which is like a lot. It's asking a lot. Yeah. Okay, so I'm not connecting. Can we sneakily connect through the south? Maybe. That's what I was just doing the math on, but it's really hard because I have to... In order to sneakily connect through the south, I have to build a trading post and build 3 dwellings, which is 5 workers. I can generate the spades for one of them easily enough, but I need 2 more hexes worth of spades. And I have 3 workers with to do it. I do have power where I could double dig. Like, technically it could probably be done, but it's a lot of effort for very little gain. Well, not that little of gain. Let's think about this. If I advance digs and take both these hexes, it requires... God, it still requires 6 workers to advance dig and take these hexes along with our double dig. And then it requires 5 workers. I would need 11 workers. Okay, I mean, technically I am there. Alright, new question. If I connect and I do that, I have 3 structures left on my board. How many are witches going to get down to? Witches have a lot of resources. They're going to build trading post, dwelling. Then they have 4 things on their board. Are they really going to be able to build temple landscape on top of that? Possibly, but so that means they tie me at best, though. Nomads are going to go trading post, double dwelling. Yeah, that's pretty safe for nomads. They're going to win network. But, okay, so me competing network here is a lot. Okay, so actually I probably should just slam these workers. Do nomads have triple shipping yet? No, so they're not a threat to take this. Nobody should... Oh, wait, I still have to afford a shipping advance after all this. Okay, so I also need 3 coins, 9 coins, 13 coins, 18 coins. I can't do all this. I don't have the resources. I cannot go triple ship and... Well, okay, wait, but I could drop the dig advance. I could drop the dig advance. If I drop the dig advance, the 2 workers I'm investing in the dig advance plus the 5... I'm investing a priest in 2 workers and 5 coins. I don't have to invest that in dig advance because instead of... No, I have to invest in dig advance, right? Because, yeah, it saves me too many workers. Right now it's 8 workers for the spades, but if I had dig advance, it's only 4. Yeah, no, okay, I can't do this. It doesn't work. So then I just want the priest. I can't connect, which is a big problem. Yeah, good move, Zitcob, taking e4. I should have taken e4 last round, probably. I didn't think about how much I needed connection. But yeah, I probably really did have to slam e4 last round. And then that means probably not towning last round. Or, well, I could have just paid for the expensive trading post last round. It loses 3 points, but it gains 1 point of error 1. Yeah, that would have been better. I should have done that. Although I didn't have the workers. I could have just not towned in the town round, lose 5 points in order to gain network. That's not very exciting. Yeah, okay, we're just a little punished. We're just a little behind on how much energy or how much power we need to achieve all this too. Okay, so what do we do? What do we do? We're clearly building a trading post at some point. That's definitely happening. So I guess that's the thing I do next. I just build a trading post. I like that I'm getting free power from witches as they build next to me, so I don't really want to interrupt that. Yeah, I really like getting free power, so I guess trading post here is fine. Oh, yeah, we might have bungled this endgame pretty badly, because I'm now going to get like exactly 0 endgame points, so I'm currently passing for 12. I'm building at least 1 dwelling. I could advance both. So I could advance dig and ship for 10 points, build at least a dwelling as 12, pass for another 12. I'm getting at least 24 more points. So I get to 144, which is sweet. But I get a big fat like goose egg in post game. If I do that. Well, I have 1 priest to send a cult, so I probably get like 2 cult points. Maybe 3 or 4. But so I'm going to end the game at like 146. Maybe some resource points like 147, 148. That's a pretty good game, especially given that we bid some factions down to true 20, but it's probably not good enough. And I think connection is still just a dream. I'm going to just advance dig because it like always has to happen. And advanced ship always has to happen. But I mean, I think taking the priest power action was essentially giving up on connection dreams. I would need to get quite a bit more leech, which maybe I'm still getting, maybe. Witches are presumably building next to me a bunch, although witches lost this. Are witches actually making a town? Probably not. Yeah, witches never took fire too. Okay, witches are not making a town. This was just a network play, but then why would... Witches not going down the center is baffling at this point. I think it's a big mistake that witches decided not to push through the center. And they don't have a pass tile? Yeah, okay, so I do beat witches. Alright, well, it's been a fun stream. Can't be too sad here. We knew giants were going to be tough, and I did not ever foresee swarmlings on D5, which slowed down our initial expansions. I totally bungled connection by not thinking about it or prioritizing it earlier, although I don't exactly know when I should have prioritized it. But definitely messed that up. We did get pretty good fortune on the pass tiles, admittedly, though. Like, that was good for us. But, yeah, not connecting is really problematic. Maybe I did have to take a resource town in order to help ensure connection. That's also a consideration. Witches did get their landscape down. Not that that really impacts me. What am I doing? I should at some point slam this, but Nomad still can't take it. Okay, fine. We advance ship because that's also always happening. Yeah, it looks like we're just barely short of being able to afford connection, and it's mostly by a handful of workers. If I got quite a bit more leech, I guess it's still obtainable, maybe? Is it obtainable? I build this dwelling. I then need 6 workers to build these dwellings, and I need 4 coins. So I'm short 3 coins and 2 workers, meaning I need to be at 7 power and get a worker's power action. So I would need 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 more leech. It's conceivable we could get through the south still, maybe, if we're offered enough leech in time, but it's improbable. Nomads are not going to offer me the leech. Witches are eventually going to build trading posts next to me, but now that I did the math, it looks like frustratingly I did put the trading post in the wrong spot. I should have put the trading post here to get 2-for-1 leeches, because I actually do, it turns out, want 2-for-1 leeches. I actively do want 2-for-1 leeches, and I did the math wrong. Or, well, not that I did the math wrong, I didn't do the math. That's the whole problem. I didn't do the math earlier, and I should have. But whatever. Witches are also trying to not give me leech because they are being slow about it. So I think it's pretty dead at this point. Oh wait, am I supposed to? I should be not taking this hex just because I can expand my network as it currently is. I could get to 9 structures. What are Swarmlings up to? Are they building another dwelling? Swarmlings are building another dwelling, right? Right? Oh, Swarmlings are definitely building another dwelling because it gives them that. So they're getting to 10 networks. Yeah, this is fine. This does not impact me. Calls addition of small integers the math. Oh yeah, I mean, that's fair. Whatever. It's arithmetic. I should have done the arithmetic, right? Yes, I agree. I needed to just do the calculations and I didn't. And even if I did the calculations and upgraded here, I don't know that it was gonna matter. It might have mattered. Maybe it mattered. Maybe I could have eked it out, but instead I'm not going to. So, oh well. I do get to build one more dwelling. I can convert these resources. I can convert 3 workers and 2 coins into a dwelling, although that's barely positive points. It's converted 5 resources to 2 points, but guess it's the right thing to do. I can still delay where I'm sending this priest at least, which is fun. But yeah, I'm getting some leech here, but yeah, I'm too late. Just too late. We'll convert a power to a coin. I will just dig and build here. We'll at least continue the outside dream, but the dream's pretty bad. We need a lot of leech. A lot of leech. But maybe witches will make a mistake and like choose to upgrade here, thinking that I won't want to accept the power, and then we'll miraculously pull it out. No, that doesn't look likely. Why would they not call it math? It is math. It's probably more appropriately arithmetic, but Nomads got their last town, which is pretty good. Nomads certainly have a fun game here. 4 towning is always fun. Kudos to them. 4 towning Nomads is a fun vision. And they're getting the 11-point town because they're beating Swarmlings to another. Oh, but they take a coin town. Okay, see, oh, no, they do need the coin town to connect. Oh, awkward. Yeah, never mind. Okay, nope, they do need that. Fine. So they advance shipping. They get to 120. They pass on to 129. See, 129's a problem. Nomads are definitely beating us, so kudos to their big game plan. Is Zitcob definitely beating us? Zitcob is basically out of points. Okay, Zitcob's out of points, but Zitcob passes for 12 also, so it gets to 126 plus 24, 150, 154. Barely ahead of us, but definitely is ahead of us. Nomads are not sending any more priests to cults, so this definitely leapfrogs Nomads, but Nomads are clearly ahead of me, right? Nomads are at 116, 120, 129. Nomads are winning network is 139, 147, 155, 159. Yeah, Nomads are way past me. Witches are at 100 and... Oh, Zitcob also has 6 network points. Okay, Zitcob's far past me. I can't do anything about it. And witches are at 104, 108, 120. Okay, yeah, it doesn't matter what witches are at. So I guess the right thing is I send my priest to water. I guess. Priest to earth gives me 1 more power. Does that matter? No, it doesn't look like it does. Yeah, I should try to get closer to Nomads. It's not going to matter, but... Okay. Chat's pointing out that I could have taken F5. I could have just Giants dug F5 and made Nomad's 3rd town impossible. Which it does turn out I should have done that. I think I was trying to play for first too long and worry about this southern connection, and I did miss this opportunity, although admittedly, chat, you didn't save me either. But it does... Nomads is saying I could have taken F5 while they were upgraded and had no dwellings. I could have blasted F5 away from them, and then they would have lost their town because they weren't ready for it. And then yeah, that would have been cool, but I didn't do that. So looks like Swarm Lanes did pull this out, or maybe Nomads and Swarms are tied. Nomads and Swarm Lanes are tied. Well, that seems about appropriate. But yeah, giving Swarm Lanes network points is gross. Swarm Lanes are gross though too. We bid Swarm Lanes down, and Swarm Lanes still wins. Boo! But kudos to Four Town and just well played Swarm Lanes. We're only 8 points back, so I mean, I guess I can't be that mad about how I played here. Like, definitely was competitive. But yeah, I mean, obviously need the network points. Really just missing the network points here. Obviously, even trickles of network points keeps me in this game. But obviously we don't have them here. But had I been able to get network points, I do get 12 network points if I didn't F it up, which is didn't contest network by the end without Earth 1 and without... Well, I mean, they didn't need to contest network, though. If I was pushing witches on network, maybe they would fight it a little hard, but I'd still probably tie them, so it's 9 points a network. But I guess any couple of points I give up in order to achieve network means that I still might not be winning. Well, Swarms lose 6 points. So I should get second place. I should have got second, but hard line to see. Also very predictable to react to. Yeah. Zitcom was trying to suggest that I could have not built the dwelling in round 5, that building the dwelling forced him to take e4 on me, but I don't think that works, because as the reason we were saying on this, like, there was no pressure on Nomads to pass, actually. So yeah. How did Witches not get a third town? You thought we were winning, we got cut off. Yeah, I was supposed to prioritize connection. I didn't realize how fragile our connection was. We needed E4, but Swarmlings had a shipping, and could just block us, and they did. So during that town round, I had to prioritize connection. But even if I prioritize connection in the town round, I think I still suffer because I lose a handful of points compared to what I did in order to secure connection. And the network points I make don't make up. Now, Swarmlings, I do beat Swarmlings, so I get second if I do that. But I think Nomad still beats me. Unless, and maybe this happens, if I secure connection, maybe then I do have the freedom to attack Nomad's 4th town in the final round because I've already connected. And now I can abuse Nomads being so slow about making this town. Now, it turns out in the final round, I also should have noticed that Nomads stuck their neck out, that I was not going to get connection, and I should have just slammed Nomad's neck. And that also would have been enough for second, because I just prevent Nomads from getting another town. But I also didn't do that. So, yeah. Basically, I think I missed a couple opportunities to make sure I was at least second. So, I got punished. I don't feel too bad here. Like, streaming's always a little tough in order to have focus anyhow, and then I was a little sloppy too. I'm a little behind on some of the sharpest parts of Terra Mystica play, and my two opponents are top 100 type players, and they played sharper than I did here, I think. So, kudos to them. But yeah, what an interesting Nomads game. I'm a little surprised that this worked, but learned a thing. All right. How did the Witches not get a third town, though? You think my path to victory was to get E8 with Landscape? Probably. Even if I don't get another town. Oh, I agree. I don't need another town. I agree that if I just take E8 and block Nomads from these easy hexes, that might be true too. If I just cut Nomads off of the east and I just slam E8 for connection, actually, yeah, maybe E4 is the nonsense move. You're right. If in round 5 I just slam E8, even if I don't make a town in the town round and I just delay it for a round, I lose 5 points, but I slammed E8 shut. So I'm getting at least tied for second on network. I'm losing 5 points of town roundness, but I'm definitely cutting Nomads out of the game, and I'm cutting Zitcob out of 6 network points. Okay, yeah, maybe that is enough. That might do it, Chris. You might be onto it. I'm getting at least 9 network points, so even if I lose 5 points a town round, I'm getting up to like 156. And then I'm cutting Zitcob out of 6 points at least, 6 points in network. And I'm cutting Nomads out of a whole town. Yeah. Yeah, it looks like that was the mistake. I need to prioritize E8. Yeah. Oh well. Going Sanctuary for Fire 2. Sanctuary for Fire 2 is an interesting point too. I could have skipped Air 1, but Air 1 was 7 points, so I think Air 1 is correct still. But 2+ minute delay? Oh, 2 minute delay is not intentional. You should be able to refresh your stream, but yeah, nice game, Zitcob. Nice game for everybody. Like, ultimately, really what I said is, like, I lost this game to 2 players that are rated in the top 100 on BGA at the moment. I'm also rated in the top 100, right? But, like, oh no, I lost by a bit. Both of you guys were a little sharper, I think. Well, Nomads is saying they stuck their neck out, and it's true. I should have stomped them, but really I should have just taken E8 sooner. I needed to just secure connection to have a chance here, and floating connection too long was bad. I should have not prioritized the town in round 5. I should have just taken E8. Taking E8 cuts Nomads off of this 4th town nonsense. It makes Nomads network actually a lot harder because they have to find hexes, and they have very few hexes because we've surrounded them. So then, well, Nomads might find enough hexes right up in here, actually, I guess. But I might even be able to tie nomads on network if I aggressively try to kill their hexes. If I take E8 and then cut off some hexes up here too. I don't know. I definitely messed it up, but if you connect, you make 2 trading posts round 6 and pray it's enough. Yeah, I agree. You certainly are still my my biggest threat, but I should have been able to take nomads out by going E8, and I would have been pretty competitive with you at that point. You still might beat me because swarmlings are dumb, but oh well. You like the abandoned swarms D5. It could just be a little dangerous if nomads decide to stomp you in the east. You really have to be sure you get E2. Yeah, and I mean, to Zitkob's credit, Zitkob prioritized the right hexes and made sure that this worked. I gotta give credit. Yeah, I mean, Zitkob's starting also just surprised me and made life definitely harder for me than I expected. So that was big too. You meant west. Yeah. I knew where you meant, obviously. But I agree. Zitkob's plan and game is quite cool. So Nomad's game was cool. I'd like to think our Giants game was fairly cool. I mean, ending round 3 with all of our trading posts on the board was kind of an unexpected spot for us to be, but it was definitely a very cool spot to be and just to layer our temple entirely until that round. But I mean, not having any priest production definitely cost some cult points, which we knew that we were going to have crummy cults, and we knew we'd had to produce a lot of direct points, and we knew during bidding that it was going to be tight. But ultimately, I think the auction's pretty close to right, though. Really, like, I definitely was competitive here. I just lacked locking up the network. The scoring track was kind of what expected. Like, I got good points on the scoring track. The pass tiles went really well, so actually maybe I did. Maybe the Giants bid is slightly wrong because the pass tiles had to work really well for us, and they did. We got great pass tile points, which we needed, and that's part of how we were so competitive. But it easily could have been worse than that, so whatever. It's hard. Losing to a scrub like Zitkob's shaking her head. Yeah, exactly. I mean, that's what ultimately what I'm saying here is like, oh no, I lost a game to Zitkob and Bonus, who are both rated over 550. It's like, whatever. Like, I can point to 1 or 2 things I clearly should have done that I didn't do. I point to a lot of great moves they made. This one doesn't really bother me. Overall, this was a good game, too. Like, it is fun to have arena games with just a lot of good, strong play. This is kind of like the ideal dream for me, though. This is the type of game where it's all high-level play, and the color wheel is friendly enough that all of us got to, like, go for a game plan and execute that game plan. We still had to interact. We still had to mess around with each other a bit. We certainly made each other's lives a little tricky. We had to, rework some plans. But everybody had good, successful game plans they could work towards and possibly win with. That makes for a fun, great, exciting game of Terra Mystica. There are definitely some games of Terra Mystica where things feel like they're over after round 1, or they feel like you just got completely cut off of having any reasonable chance. You can't compete anymore. You just don't have a path. This one was definitely fun, interesting, varied throughout. So, good times. Don't I get network points if I make the last 2 dwellings with a stronghold bunch? No, right? Zitkob's at 10 network. So even if I throw these 2 up in the north, I go from 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Oh, 4, 5, 6, 7. No, I only go to 9. Putting 2 dwellings in the north doesn't change a thing because Zitkob went to 10. So. D5's just to prove deranged theories wrong. Well, good work. D5 was definitely pretty good, so. Anyhow, I should be heading off. Also, it looks like I've been dropping frames pretty constantly now for the last little bit. So yeah, Twitch is potentially having issues, huh? So, I don't know how bad it's been, but... Oh, Loki a treat. Yeah, hey, look at that. Somebody else redeemed that earlier, and I totally ignored them, so sorry. I guess we're bringing Loki on right at the end, though. Then we'll head off. Loki really wants to... You've probably heard him. He wants to go out. So, yeah, you're a good boy. We'll take Loki out. We'll go have fun. This was a good game. Good stream. Glad to do it. Glad we could all kind of hang out, chat. Glad to get to play with some strong opponents. Have a good game.
I'm sorry if the end of this stream here is laggy or weird. Sorry if it looks weird when uploading later. It's possible it's Twitch's end, possible it's my end. Who really knows? Seems like everybody's on a slight delay too because of it, which definitely makes the whole back and forth thing a bit less fun. So we should end it there. Except one final thing. I will point out the stream's only like an hour and 40 long, and we didn't even start this game. So also, really, thanks to my opponents for playing fast when I'm sure I wasn't while streaming. It's really nice when all of our opponents agree to play like 15-minute games and allow me to play a 30-minute game while streaming. I should really try to speed that up just a little. 37 is definitely a bit longer than I'd like it to be, but it was fun to have a pretty fast stream though too, given how slow I'm being. So thanks all. See you around. Later.